Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview, Book of Job, chapter 25. Let's get started now. The Book of Job is a well-known book of the Old Testament that tells the story of a man named Job who was a wealthy and pious man. He had a wife, children, and many servants. He was known for his good deeds and was highly respected in his community. One day, Satan approached God and challenged Job's faith, saying that if he were to lose everything he had, including his wealth and family, he would curse God. God accepted the challenge and allowed Satan to test Job's faith. Chapter 25 of the Book of Job is a short chapter in which one of Job's friends, Bildad the Shuhite, speaks. Bildad is one of the three friends who come to comfort Job after he loses his family, wealth, and health. Bildad's speech in chapter 25 is a response to Job's previous speech, in which he complains about the suffering he is going through and questions God's justice. Bildad begins by acknowledging God's power and greatness, saying, "Dominion and awe belong to God. He establishes order in the heights of heaven." Job 25 verse 2. He then asks Job, "How then can a mortal be righteous before God? How can one born of woman be pure?" Job 25 verse 4. Bildad is suggesting that humans are inherently sinful and cannot be truly righteous in the eyes of God. Bildad's words reflect the common belief in ancient Israel that suffering was a punishment for sin. In the minds of many people at the time, a person who was suffering must have done something wrong to deserve it. This belief is challenged in the Book of Job, where Job is portrayed as a righteous man who suffers despite having done nothing wrong. The book suggests that suffering is not always a punishment for sin, and that there may be other reasons for it. Bildad's speech in chapter 25 is short, and he does not offer any specific advice or comfort to Job. Instead, he emphasizes the greatness of God and the sinfulness of humans. This may have been intended to remind Job of his place in the world and his dependence on God. The lesson that can be learned from Job and his friends is that even the most faithful and righteous people can experience suffering and hardships. The Book of Job challenges the common belief that suffering is always a punishment for sin, and it suggests that there may be other reasons for it. Job's story reminds us that even in the face of adversity, we should remain faithful and trust in God's plan for our lives. In conclusion, chapter 25 of the Book of Job is a short chapter in which one of Job's friends, Bildad the Shuhite, speaks. His speech emphasizes the greatness of God and the sinfulness of humans. The lesson that can be learned from this chapter is that even the most faithful and righteous people can experience suffering and hardships, and we should remain faithful and trust in God's plan for our lives. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.